Rodney, a great 3 points at Stanmore Park today.
Much happier Saturday afternoon. Listen, we conceded goals over the last 3 matches. We conceded more goals in those 3 matches than we had conceded in the 13 games previous to that in the league. So it was something that we certainly had to address. We had a chat about it Tuesday night, and we looked at it on the training pitch as well. And we try to improve in that respect, to give ourselves more of an opportunity of winning the game of football. I thought in the first half today we were excellent. We passed the ball well, we kept the ball well, we got into good areas, but ultimately we didn't create enough for me. I thought we could have been a little bit more hungrier to get shots off, get crosses into the box, getting the end of crosses. So there's still things that we can improve on in our first half performance, but second half, whereas we didn't play as well, we maybe weren't allowed to play as well, but we dealt with anything that 𝗗𝗂𝗏 asked of us. We were big and strong, we dealt with ball into our box, we restricted them to very little, and we're very, very pleased.
We did have more opportunities than goals today, to be fair.
Yeah, we did. I think Mitch hits a crossbar in the first half with a header. James Knowles has a couple of opportunities where he should pull the trigger, and he doesn't, and it's not like Knowlesy because he's a great striker of the ball and he does it repeatedly in training. So maybe we have to be a little bit more selfish whenever we get into areas. Maybe we have to take a few more chances and ask more questions, as I say, and maybe it could have been a little bit more comfortable.
Speaking of strikers, there was a noticeable absentee today on John McGovern.
John tweaked his hamstring just on Thursday night. It's not bad at all. It was one of those ones that we felt 2 days after, whenever he felt it tighten, that if we played him, it'd run the risk of maybe putting him out for 6 or 8 weeks. So it was our physios being very sensible, and sometimes as a manager you just have to take it in the chin and accept what they have to say. They're the ones that know a wee bit more about that department than I do. So hopefully John's not out for a long time and we get him back in the pitch soon.
Yeah, I think the physio, Stephen, has always been renowned for that here at Stanmore Park, but I suppose he knows best, doesn't he?
Stephen 4 weeks, they call him.
Stephen 4 weeks, very good. Obviously, though, it's good that he's obviously managed to get Dean Curry back on the pitch today.
Yeah, it was good to see. It was good to see Dean. I've had a couple of conversations with Dean over the past few weeks, and it's been a difficult period for him. We're trying to find a way that we can manage his injury as best we possibly can, so we can get him as many minutes as we possibly can, or get him back in the pitch. And I think we're starting to see a little bit of success with that, which is good for Dean. He's a happy man. He gets back on the pitch today, albeit only for 5 or 6 minutes, but it was certainly nice to see him on the pitch.
2 other players, Niall Owens and Kealan Marin.
Yeah, Niall Owens went through a little operation on Wednesday, I think it was. It was a little clean-up operation on his ankle. There was a wee bit of debris and what have you floating about, so he had to get the joints all cleaned out. So hopefully that'll be him back on the road to recovery. It would be great to see Niall back on the pitch. He's been a great addition for the club since he's joined us at the beginning of last season. It's just this injury has maybe run on a wee bit too long for us. But it'll be good to get him back, so he's on the road to recovery now. 𝗗𝗂𝗏 actually joined in a tiny wee bit of our training session on Thursday night, which is good to see as well. But Kealan has still a lot of work to do in terms of getting up to speed. You're probably getting into the last couple of months, hopefully, of his recovery. So hopefully he works extremely hard, because we all know how good of a footballer 𝗗𝗏𝗏 is. If we can get him as fit as we possibly can, he'd be a great addition for the second half of the season.
Yes, and Tuesday night we're back here again, and we're also back here against 𝗗𝗏𝗏 in the Mid-Ulster Cup.
Which is an opportunity to get a cup final, and we'd love to add a little bit of silverware or win something. So it's certainly a game that we go into. We'll try and pick a team that we feel can be competitive, can go out and compete and try and get 3 points, and try and progress to the final of a competition. Won't be easy. It presents opportunities for some players to get much needed match minutes, a little bit of game time, working their fitness. It also gives them an opportunity to show us what they're capable of doing.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, Rodney.